Hey everyone, it's Kariana with Create Your Future. I am a certified law of assumption coach. I'm a certified life coach, and I'm a certified meditation practitioner. And last but not least, I'm everyone's favorite witchy coach. And my video is about staying delusional while manifesting to get whatever you want. Okay, so before I dive into that topic, I wanted to remind you guys that we are giving away a free course. It's how to find your blocks and manifest anything fast. Also, too, all of my information about one-on-one coaching will be in the description box below, along with the course. Okay, guys, so I tried recording this earlier. I ran out of time. The lighting wasn't right. I am intending that this finds you well and everything goes perfectly with this video. So that's what I'm intending. It's been a day. Okay, so moving forward, I wanted to discuss this because you know me, I just kind of go with the flow. Anything that's come to me in the last couple weeks, 2 weeks on client sessions, or if you guys write in and ask me to talk about a topic, that's what I do. And staying delusional has been one of them. Again, being persistent and consistent, I think they all go together. So I'm going to touch on that topic. Okay. So guys, the reason why staying delusional is so important in manifestation. I've talked about this before. I've explained how the subconscious works. The reason why it's so important, okay, is because we all know that repetition, persistence and repetition is key in manifesting. Whatever you're feeding your subconscious because it just does not know fact from fiction, okay, from right or wrong, what's really happening out here. I've used the analogy as like the blind friend, right? You're guiding the blind friend. That's what you're doing to your subconscious. It just doesn't know fact from fiction. So staying delusional is so important, okay? Because whatever we're feeding our subconscious predominantly is going to push out. It's going to happen. Okay. I've seen it hundreds of times in my own life. I've seen it in anybody that I've coached, right? I've just seen that repetition, right? And persistence, staying consistent and feeding your brain the story that you want to experience. Anything and everything that you want to experience, you will push out. Okay. And it's because that's why you know me, I don't even like to use the word techniques. I use the word method, or I just don't say it at all because it literally makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Sorry to be so graphic, but I'm going to be honest. I'm always transparent on my videos, and I'm going to be honest, guys. I just don't even like the word technique because it's just not necessary in manifestation, right? A lot of these techniques out here are just so wild and out there and crazy and not necessary. So I have always tried to make this very effortless and easy for you guys to understand. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you guys just go in with a mental diet, feeding your subconscious with the exact story that you want to experience, that is enough to manifest, period. It is. Okay. And guess what? When people come to me and they go, Kariana, I have 20 affirmations. And I'm like, whoa. Okay, I've said this several times before in my videos. I do not believe that we need a long list of affirmations. I know affirmations make us feel great, right? I'm not against affirmations. In fact, I always, I think I've mentioned it quite a few times on the videos that I do, and in session especially, I do believe in robotic affirming, right? So taking 1 or 2 affirmations and robotically, right, repeating it over and over and over again and feeding our subconscious over and over and over again, that will manifest. That's enough to manifest, right? Or if you have a story that in session, I've helped you write, okay? I've helped you write down what you want to experience, verbatim, details, action. And we feed that to the subconscious, right? Over and over and over again. That will push out. That is enough to manifest. And guess what, guys? Little side note, okay? It's going to be honest with you. Because you know me, always going to be honest. Your mental diet is affirmations. It is intentions because it is words, okay? And I know that a lot of people like a set of affirmations on the side, and I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all, guys. I do feel like, and I've said this before, your mental diet is the headliner of the show. If you think about a concert, who's the headliner? It is your mental diet. Who comes on before and then possibly maybe does a little encore after? It's going to be your affirmations and your intentions. But guess what, guys? If you wanted to drop all of that and just go in with your mental diet, which is still affirmations and intentions, right? Because they're words. That is enough to manifest. Period. It is. I've seen it in my own life, seen it in my client's life. I've seen it hundreds of times. Okay. So now that we've gotten that straight, right? When clients come to me and they say, I don't understand how, to simplify this. I don't understand how to just feed my subconscious with what I want, because these opposing thoughts keep on popping up and I feel like I'm fighting my brain constantly. I feel like I'm in a battle. I feel like I'm in a war. And sometimes I just want to give up and lean into this unfavorable story, these unfavorable thoughts. Okay. Well, yes, at first, guys, I'm going to tell you, you have to get strict with your mental diet. Of course, this is going to be a battle. You've been telling yourself the same story for years. Okay. I'm guessing years. Okay. It could be months, weeks, whatever, doesn't matter. But you've been telling yourself this story for a very, for a long time. Okay. I'm assuming if it's pushed out and you're living it. And like I said in not my old videos. What am I talking about? My latest videos. If you're living that like Groundhog Day and you're recycling that day, kind of, it seems like you're waking up in the same day and you're experiencing that. You've probably been feeding your subconscious with that story for a pretty long time. Okay. That is now your predominant story. You have created neural pathways to that story. It's like a little highway that you've been traveling to that story every single day. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know how many times a day, right? There's 24 hours a day. Even if you're doing that an hour a day, it's 24 times, right? I'm sure that it's a lot more than that. But however many times you've been feeding your subconscious with that story, or that, your subconscious is now bringing that up because it's the predominant story, and you're trying to flip this. Well, yeah, it's going to seem like you are in a little bit of a war with your subconscious, and you are. The subconscious is doing its job. It's literally just reminding you what you've been telling it that you want to experience over and over and over again. So it's going to keep you comfy. It's like a cozy blanket, right? It's like, are you sure you don't want to experience something different? Are you sure? Are you sure? Remember, you told me this, you told me this, okay. And then that's when we need to guide it into the new story. So at first it's going to be just getting really, really, really strict with yourself. Okay. And whether, like I said, you choose robotic affirming, whether you choose telling yourself a story, right? Immersing yourself in a story and rampaging with that and going into that in detail. Okay. Doesn't matter. Whatever you're feeding your subconscious over and over and over again. I don't care what you're seeing out here or what you're not seeing out here. I've said it over and over again. I want you guys to be delusional. Okay. Interact with your 3D, react to your 3D if you choose to, right? I'm not saying completely resist this and because we all say that what you resist persists. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you're not hanging your hat and accepting what's happening or what's not happening, okay? You're going into your mind and you're staying delusional. You are keeping your eye on the prize. Like, for instance, if this person that you're trying to manifest, let's just use an SP as an example, this person calls you up and says, you know what? This relationship is played out. I don't want it anymore. We argue all the time. It's not good. I'm done. Hangs up. Okay. I want you in that moment to literally be feeding your subconscious with, that person just broke up with me. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I don't even know what you're talking about. That never happened. That never happened. This person is literally completely obsessed with me. They want to be right by my side every single place that I am, every single day, no matter what, they want to be right by my side, right? Well, your subconscious is going to be like, they just broke up with you. Why would they want that? Have you seen me? I'm amazing. I'm irreplaceable. They can't find me anywhere. They're literally obsessed with me. They're literally blinded by me. They literally cannot get enough of me. I'm on their mind all the time, 24/7, 365. In fact, I'm on their mind right now. In fact, they're going to call me right now and tell me that I'm on their mind. Okay. That is staying delusional. You could be, I've used this example. You could be at a restaurant with your SP. I'm using SP examples because a lot of people come to you with SP related questions. So you could be at dinner with your SP and you guys get into a conversation about how you want to be committed and they want friends with benefits. And they're literally telling you, you met me, unattached, and I'm going to stay unattached. And I like the way that things are. And I want to be friends with benefits. Things are working out great for me over here. I'm great. Okay. While they're sipping their wine, I'm great. Sipping their cocktail. And you're like, WTF. Now I'm upset. And okay, I want you to take a pause. Even if you have to leave the table and go into the restroom and affirm, go to the bathroom, wash your hands, be affirming. By the time you get out, I'm sure you're going to be a lot calmer, right? Remember, everything precedes the thoughts. I've said this a million times before. Get your thoughts in check. Your body will be regulated. You won't be so upset. You won't be so anxious. But I want you to literally, in that moment, whether you decide to remove yourself or not, I want you to be delusional. Wait, hold on. They said that they wanted friends with benefits while sipping their cocktails so calmly. They literally just told me that everything's working out for them and they just want to stay unattached. No, they didn't. This person is literally madly in love with me. I have never seen a person dote on me so much in my entire life. This person treats me like a king or a queen every single day. They take my chair out for me. They open up the door for me. They order my favorite wine. They buy me my favorite flowers. They are literally obsessed with me. This person cannot get enough of me. Why? Have you met me? I am absolutely incredible. I am one of a kind. I am unique. I am the person that everybody strives to be. I walk into a room, I'm magnetic. Why wouldn't they want to be with me? I'm amazing. This is staying delusional. These are examples, guys. Okay. You literally go to your work. Okay. And you ask for that raise and your boss says, now's not the time. Don't have the funding. In fact, I'm thinking that I want you to maybe stay in the position that you're in for another year and we'll see how things go. And you're like, once again, WTF. Did I just hear what I just heard? They are not going to give me that raise that I just asked for. And they also told me that they want me to stay in the position that I'm in for another year. And you're like, OMFG, what am I going to do? Holy crap. I'm here again in the position that I did not want to be in. Came in here, I was brave enough to ask for this raise, and they're telling me they can't give me the raise and they want me to be stuck in my position for another year. You're like, I can't do this. I get it, guys. It can be stressful. Okay. This is the time where being delusional has to kick into high gear. Okay. This is the time that we have to be very strict with our subconscious. This is the time where we have to kick our own butt and stay delusional. My boss gave me that raise. Like, literally, my boss is like the best boss in the world. They know my worth. They show me every single day. I walk in, all of my coworkers and my boss praise me. Seriously, I'm literally like the leader of every meeting, and I know exactly what I'm talking about, and they respect it. They take all of my ideas in. They think I'm great. I am everybody's favorite coworker here. I am my boss's favorite employee. My boss gives me anything and everything that I want. So that raise that I'm going to get, please, that's nothing. Of course, my boss said yes. My boss knows my worth. So I'm just using little snippets, examples here so you guys can get the point, okay? Also too, guys, when you're having a struggle with this, and I'm just going to talk off my top of my head because that's what I do in the majority of my videos. But if you're having a struggle with this, okay, and you come to me, okay, and you're like, Kariana, I am still having a struggle with this. It's been a week, okay? First of all, week, a month, 10 days, a week, 10 days, a month, 2 months, whatever you come to me with, I'm going to say time is irrelevant, right? You're paying way too much attention to time and 3D and all of that other things and making circumstances matter. I can tell right away. A week, a month, 2 months, it's a blip. It's a blip on the huge map of manifestation. Okay. It's a blip. All right. First and foremost, but that's not what I was getting at. The point that I was trying to make is that if you're still struggling after a week or a couple months, or sorry, a week, a couple weeks, a month, and you come to me and you tell me, which I intend for you guys to get this, like I said, effortlessly, easy, effortlessly, instantly, whatever I'm intending for you guys at the moment, because I always personalize my intentions to my clients. And then on this platform, I'm always intending that everybody out here that's watching is getting this, just it's effortless for you guys. Okay. But if I have a client that comes to me and they're like, you know, they're a new client or something, and they come to me and they're like, I have struggled with this. Okay. I've struggled with this and I can't get it together. I can't get it together. I use the exercise analogy. Okay. I've used a couple analogies. I'm going to use a couple analogies now. These are the main analogies that I use because I think that they're perfect for when we're trying to explain how you're battling your subconscious because you are predominantly in the old story right now, currently, and you want to get to the new story, A to B. How do you get through? Okay. Well, there's a little bit of like, we can call it like a forest or whatever, a lake that you got to climb or that you got to swim through, right? Whatever you want to, however you want to imagine it, right? But it's, how do you get from A to B? Okay. Well, how you get from A to B is through. Okay. And this is where my analogy comes into play. So when you first start exercising, okay, the first day back in the gym, and I know you guys can really, a lot of you guys can relate to this right now because everybody in the new year is, they make goals, you know, and resolutions and all that stuff. And a lot of it is, I'm going to get out, I'm going to exercise more. So I know you guys can relate to this right now. But the exercise analogy. So when you first get back into the gym after being out of the gym for a while, or if you shake up your routine and you make it more complicated than it was before, of course, when you get back in the first day, it's going to be challenging. Okay. The second day, it's going to be challenging. A week later, it might be challenging. But then after you do this, okay, for the repetition, the routine, the exercise routine for a bit, your mind, your body, everything gets adjusted to it. And so you literally are more comfortable with what you're doing, right? And so what happens is that from day one to, let's just say, a week into it, it was challenging at first. But now, a week into it, you're passing every mirror and you're looking at yourself in every mirror going, okay, I look hot. I look good. I look pretty good. I'm okay. I can see my body changing. Right. And so you have gotten more comfortable with the routine. Okay. There's a difference between the first day and the seventh day. Okay. Now, that is what you're doing with your subconscious. At first, when you're feeding it, it's going to seem like a battle. It's going to seem uncomfortable. It's going to seem foreign, but give it a week. Give it 10 days. Let's not put a label on it, but I'm using that as an example. It gets more comfortable, guys. Your subconscious starts, like I always say to my clients, starts bowing down to you because it has no choice. It has no choice but to accept what you are feeding it on a consistent basis. It has to accept it. It has to impress. It has to create that new neural pathway, that new highway to that thought, to that story, whatever you've been telling it predominantly. It must accept it because the subconscious does not have eyes. It doesn't know fact from fiction. You are the leader of that, right? You are leading your subconscious. Okay. And then when this story becomes predominant, the new story becomes predominant, then your subconscious takes over. Now your thoughts, the new story is leading the pack, right? It's great. Now, the second analogy that I like to use is taking a sucker from a baby, right? Your child is going to throw a tantrum most times, okay? Especially when they're in like the terrible twos or whatever. That's just our assumption, right? As a collective. But everybody talks about the terrible twos. So your child wants a sucker or obtains a sucker from somewhere, and you're like, oh, wait, hold on. It's too close to dinner. You can't have that sucker. Take the sucker away. The baby throws an absolute fit, right? Well, are you going to just give the baby back the sucker every single time it throws a fit? Well, you're going to create a unruly child, right? That's what you're doing with your subconscious. Every single time that it fights you back, it battles you back, you're not going to just say, okay, you know what? You're right. The old story is what I want to experience. You're right. You're not going to do that. Not in manifestation, because you want this too much. You want this too bad. You want to change the story. You want to break these cycles, this habit, this pattern that you're in, right? Let's hope that you want it bad enough. Okay. So you're not going to, every single time that your subconscious throws a tantrum, like a 2-year-old child without a sucker, you're not going to just say, you're right. You're right. The old story is what I want to experience. I was wrong. You were right. Okay. Sometimes you might feel like you want to do that. Sometimes you might question that. That's why 9 times out of 10, when my clients come to me and they're a new client and I give them homework and I go, okay, this is what I need you to do. This is what I think that you need. Okay. With all my experience, this is what I'm giving you. And they'll go, okay, they'll get really diligent on it. And then they'll come back to me like, I don't even know if I want my SP. I don't even know if I want any of this. I don't even know. And it's because it's either your subconscious is really, really fighting you with the new story at first, right? It just is bringing up the old story constantly to combat the new story, okay, which is doing its job. It's nothing rare. And you are like, I'm frustrated. I don't know what's going on. I feel anxious. I feel like I'm battling my mind. I don't even know if I want this. I don't even know if I want this anymore. I think I want to fire this. Because, you know, I always say, flip it or fire it. Is it worth flipping, or do you want to fire it? They'll come to me like, Kariana, I think I want to drop this. I think I want to fire this. And I always tell them, well, I can help you, guide you through the decision, but I can't make the decision for you. Like I always say, you need to get clear on what you want. And am I here to guide you and help you through that? Absolutely. But I cannot make the decision for you. It's your reality, guys. I can push you in a direction where I think that you need to be because of my experience and how I'm assessing you and what I'm seeing, but I can't make the decision for you. Okay. And that's why I say, whenever you come to me and you're in confusion because you feel like this predominant old story is winning the battle, I always say, no time like the present to reset. Reset yourself. Okay. I don't care how much you've spiraled. I don't care how much of a hole that you've dug yourself. I don't care how much in the rabbit hole you are when you come and see me. I'm always going to tell you, that's cool. We've done that. We've experienced that. We have gotten those emotions out. Emotions, I always say, are meant to be brought up so you can acknowledge them, release them, and then reset yourself. Because there's no hole that you've dug that's too far. Do I promote you digging the hole? Do I promote you spiraling? Do I promote you going down the rabbit hole? Absolutely not. I'm not going to ever, ever, ever. But if you're already there, there is no rabbit hole too deep to get out of. There is no hole that you dug that's too deep to get out of. There's no spiral that you've gone down that's too much to get out of. There's none. There's no time like the present to reset. And remember, let's recap. Whatever you're feeding your subconscious predominantly must impress. We're going to create those new neural pathways, and it must push out. Okay? That's why robotic affirming works. That's why feeding yourself the new story works over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because your subconscious is accepting whatever you give it predominantly as fact. It does not know fact from fiction. Okay? So I want you guys to take this with you today, no matter what state you're in. Okay? No time like the present to reset yourself. Use the analogy, or remember the analogies that I've used, okay? About exercising, about the tantrum. And whenever you start feeling like you're losing this battle with your subconscious, remember the analogies that I've used. Remember that there's no time like the present to reset yourself. There's nothing that you cannot get yourself out of. Just like I've said in my my latest videos, you can bring anyone and anybody back better than ever. Don't ever doubt that. Okay. So take that with you guys. Also too, I wanted to read a kind of like an email that a client sent me. I just feel so special that this client had wrote this in for me. She has manifested so many things in her life, and she's in the middle of manifesting something really huge. She's amazingly talented, has a beautiful heart. She knows who she is, and I want to give you a shout out. But I obviously want to keep this anonymous and keep her privacy. But I am just so happy. It literally made me emotional, and it didn't only make my day, it made my week, it made my month. I just want to share this with you guys, because this right here, when you guys send me in movement success stories, movement emails, when you guys send me in success stories, when you guys send me in updates, anything like that, it is so welcomed. It's encouraged. I love it. I read them. I'm just so proud of you guys. It gets me like amped up and excited for like my week and my month coming up with working with you guys, because I am dedicated to this. I want you guys to get your stuff. I say this all the time. I intend that you guys get your stuff all the time. And that's why my clients are so successful and have so much movement. Okay, so this is what my client wrote. I have been working with Kariana on a nearly weekly basis since October, and I have to tell you, she is absolutely amazing. Her style is the perfect mix of coach, therapist, teacher, best friend, and tough love supporter. She has helped me find blocks under blocks that no one else has ever saw, and she's helping me dissolve them layer by layer. Not only is she highly skilled and lovingly calling you out on your BS, but she effortlessly helps stop spirals when you feel like you are free falling. The way she explains things brings deeper understanding to the phrases we hear again and again. Circumstances don't matter. Creation is finished. You are the operant power. These somewhat cliche expressions become crystal clear truths. Can I talk today, guys? I'm so tired. When she explains them with her unique analogies. I've manifested so many things, and I am getting closer to my main manifestation every day. Yes, I am doing it, but Kariana is the perfect guiding light to help me get there faster. So I just wanted to give this client a shout out, because I want her to know on this platform, as big as it is, I am so proud of you, beyond proud of you. I was proud of you from the beginning. I'm proud of you. I was proud of you in the middle. I'm proud of you current day right now. And I want to give you a shout out. And I just love you so much. And I love all my clients. I love all of our subscribers, because you guys are amazingly beautiful people for staying in this, hanging in there. Like I say, in probably every single session when we're having challenges, every single email when I respond back, or comments on our YouTube platform, I always say, keep going, guys, keep going. And the fact that you guys choose to keep going is impressive to me. I am so proud of you. And if you don't hear that, okay, in your everyday life, you should. So let's intend that everybody that's around you shows you unconditional love, gives you praise, and tells you every day, shows up for you, makes you feel safe and supported, and tells you every single day that you're perfect, that you're powerful, and that they're proud of you, okay? Because that's what we're entitled to. That is our birthright, to be treated like that. So don't ever doubt that, okay? And remember, staying delusional is key on this journey. The more that you can go back into your mind, no matter what is happening out here, no matter what is not happening out here, no matter what somebody has told you that is jarring, okay? If you're not seeing any movement at all, and movement's always happening, but you're not seeing any movement, no movement, okay? I don't care. As many times a day that you can go back into living in your mind and staying delusional and feeding your subconscious with exactly what you want to experience, okay? The closer you are to your manifestation, the closer you are to impressing the story that you want to experience, the closer that you are to creating that new neural pathway, that new highway, as I call it, to that thought, okay? The new route to that thought, the closer you are to pushing it out and experiencing it here, okay, guys? I love, love, love you guys. I hope wherever in the world that you are, that you had the best holidays, that the new year is going, I intend the new year is going to bring you each and everything that you want and more, and that you guys are super, super cozy wherever in the world that you guys are. Okay. Love, love, love you guys. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.